today. From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Second and 15.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
2nd and 6. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
James Cook.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 93 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Saints punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back to throw again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he goes out right around the 39.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Washington on 3rd down.
They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Saints at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hurts.
Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. He'll look to throw. Dancing to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he can minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and held that one in right there.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Olave holds it in. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second and 1. Out left to Dotson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Hurts. Olave over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a carry for Pirine. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw again. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jahan Dotson and the Commanders set to take over. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Again, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll look to throw. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, the give. Here's Robinson.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
And the Commanders are going to win this football game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Commanders,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis.